Hi Stampers, this is Melissa the Stamp Doc. Today I'm going to share with you a little about the Stamparatus Tool. This is a tool that many of my customers have asked me to do some basic tutorials on, and it really is simple to use. I think we just get a little bit intimidated by it. So first let me tell you a little bit about this tool. So when you purchase this, it is $49. And it comes with 2 of these acrylic plates. And you need to think of these as being like your clear blocks for your stamps, because this is what you're going to put your stamps on. So these hinge into the sides of the Stamparatus, so you can actually put one on each side if you like, and they are interchangeable. Okay, now when you store it, you only want to store it with one of those at a time, not both of them, because it won't lay flat. So I will show you how to work with that. It also comes with 2 of these super strong magnets. Now I only use one of these at a time because they are so strong that if they attract together, they will actually get very stuck to one another, and they can even break apart. Let me show you how I know this. So you can see here, this is where you store your magnets, and you can see this one has smashed apart. Now I don't want to scare you with this. I've had this tool for almost 2 years, and this actually happened as I was preparing for this video. So all I had done was I had left this one on the table, and it had attracted to it, and then they broke apart. So again, I usually just leave one magnet on the back, and then the other one I will leave here on the front. Now, the other thing that is included in that $49 price tag is this foam mat. So you can get replacements of these, but just make sure you don't throw it away. It does have the little Stampin' Up! Logo on it, if that helps you. But I was really scared that I would throw this away. So I upgraded. They have a Deluxe Foam Mat, and you can purchase this for $6, and it has the grid outline on it too. Now the reason you would need a foam mat is if you're using any of our clear or photopolymer stamp sets. Those require the use of the mat underneath those. If you're using a cling stamp with the red rubber, you won't need that at all. It can just stamp directly onto there. The other accessory that I think is a must-have is the grid paper. And you can get a package of this for $6.50. I just like this so that if I'm stamping something larger, I'm not getting my mats dirty. And it also has those grid lines, so if I need to do any sketching on those, I can do that as well. So the main reason that you're going to want to have a Stamparatus is so that you can get your stamping done perfectly every time. So I am going to show you a project, or actually a series of projects today, using the Many Messages stamp set. So this looks like it's got all these different greetings, but what you can't tell is that it's all on one stamp. And then there is also a single die that goes with that as well. So let me open this up, and as you can see, this is a very large stamp. So I am going to want to stamp that all in one fell swoop. Now, if you've done one of our large background stamps, you know that sometimes you miss an area. Well, that's the great thing about the Stamparatus, because if you miss an area, you can always go back and re-stamp it. So since there is the red rubber on here, I'm not going to worry about putting a pad underneath here. And I have just a half sheet of Basic White Cardstock here. I'm going to use my magnet to hold that in place, and I've got it butt up against the corner there. That way, if my paper shifts at all, I'm going to know exactly where to put it. So I'm going to position this right here. Now, I'm positioning it a little away from the corners, but you can go all the way into the corners if you want. I just find that I'm able to stamp a little easier if it's away from that corner area. So I'm going to bend that little acrylic plate over, and I'm going to pick up that stamp. So now it is set right over there. So I'm going to grab a Night of Navy ink pad, and I'm just going to ink that stamp up. So again, think of these acrylic plates as being just like your clear blocks that you use to put your stamps on. So I'm not really going to worry if I got that just perfect or not. So I'm going to go ahead and push down on that. Now, another thing I'll tell you about the Stamparatus is if you have arthritis in your hands, or if you have any type of, dexterity issues, this may work better for you. You can actually just put both of your hands on there and put your weight on there to get a good stamped image. So as you can see, a lot of this over here stamped just fine, but over here in the corner, I'm having some issues. So I'm going to re-ink over here, because really these I don't need to do that on. Those are okay. And then again, I'm going to push down really hard on those areas to make sure I get a good impression. And the great thing is my paper is in that same position, so I don't have to worry about that not doing well. So the only thing I see that I want to do again is that happy birthday. And again, I'm just going to ink that up and ink that little heart up there too. And just do that once more. So what's great about this is if you're using a background stamp or any type of large stamp, you can make sure that you can get it all inked up properly. And you can go over that several times if you need to. Oh, why is my bee not working? Okay, well, let's try one more here. It may be just a lighter one. Okay. So there is my stamped image. And then I would just take this off and clean this, and it's ready to go for the next thing. Now, if I wanted to do multiples of this, I would just put another piece of paper in there and go ahead and ink that up and stamp it again. And I could do multiples of the same one. So let me move the Stamparatus out of the way. And let me show you how this die works, because this is really cool. So you can see there's a little heart, a star, another star, and a star there. And if you line those up with the die, then you can put that through, and you're going to get all of these little greetings just out of that one stamping and die cutting. So you end up with just tons and tons of greetings. I have cut mine several times. I've done that, and I just put it in a clear envelope so that I've got those, and then I'm ready to pull out a greeting for whenever I need it. And these are easy to add to your card fronts. So this is a great little stamp set. It's got birthday, anniversary, congratulations, thank you. I mean, it's got just about everything on it that you can need. So this is really a multi-purpose stamp set. So let me show you what I created with those. So with this, I took one sheet of the fine art floral paper, and I cut that into 6 pieces that measure 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I just simply added those to some basic white cardstock and then added my greeting to each one. So we've got, hooray, it's your birthday. I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you. Just a card to say hello. Happy birthday. Thank you for being you. And wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. So just a great way that you can make 6 cards very quickly, very easily. And you could do this with any of your designer series papers, but you definitely want to add that mini messages stamp set and die to your next order, as well as get yourself a Stamparatus if you don't have one yet. Now I'm going to create a playlist on YouTube, and it will have all of my Stamparatus videos in one place. Some of those products, of course, have retired and are no longer available, and I do have a few other videos that I plan to create this week. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, check out those other videos, and I will see you soon.